It's a beautiful Monday morning. I can't stop smiling. Welcome to Smell the Coffee, your favorite morning talk show where we talk about not so serious things. This is not a show where we dissect current affairs and events. We talk about things that are more lighthearted because there's already so much going on in the world, so much heaviness. So in these 30 minutes that you have us on your screen, we just hope to give you a laugh with some of the bizarre stories that we bring you. But other than that, I am Diana Master, joined by Aina Riza Kweo. How are you doing?
I am well, can't complain, all is well. It's a brand new week. We are blessed to be alive. It's a miracle.
Yes.
It's a miracle to be able to come to work. And man, we are just very blessed.
Very blessed.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful, to say the least. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just in a grateful spirit today. Yeah.
That's how you are going to attract
I think it's
more.
also because of how I started my day. I started my day with a sermon. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. So basically, in the sermon, it was by, I forgot his name, but basically he was talking about how to wait in the promise, right? So most of us are waiting for something,
Yes.
you know, and you tend to give up because all these outside factors are telling you it's never going to happen, it's never going to come, you're never going to get that job, you're never going to get married, you're never going to what. And then also you see people around you, like for example, if you're looking for a job, you see Diana posted, oh, so grateful for my job. If you want to get married, soon
Your
to
friend
be
is
Mrs.
now being proposed.
You know, things like that.
But you've been praying.
But you've been praying.
You've been fasting for all these things, yet they happen to those that are closest to you.
Exactly.
And then it sort of makes you jealous.
Exactly.
And it's
And
human
discouraged.
to be jealous.
And
actually.
discouraged.
Yeah, and demoralized and all those
demoralized.
things.
Exactly.
But I think it's really important to learn how to wait in the promise. Because
Yeah.
nobody likes waiting.
Nobody
to be
likes waiting,
honest.
but he was saying the thing is God's timing is always perfect and just. We can never rush God. God is never late. He's always on time. He could be late to me, like I'd be like, God, let's get a move on it. But his timing is perfect and just. So he was saying maybe instead of saying, God, I'm waiting, you need to change your prayer and say, okay, thank you, God, because this thing that I prayed for is already coming. You know when it's going to come. So I'm just going to say thank you for the time being, because there's a reason that certain thing, that specific thing was put in your heart.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, that's profound. I
Right?
think I'll start doing that because every day I'm just like, yeah, no, I need X, I need X, I need X. But why don't I say thank you for X?
Thank you for X.
Since
Thank you
I
that
already
X is already on its way. And he was saying it's easier for us, like we trust shipping companies more than we trust God.
Wow.
But I understand why we trust shipping companies more than God. Because the thing is, with a shipping
We
company,
track
you can track, exactly. You have a tracking number. So that's why sometimes, God, we're not asking for a full step plan, but just a tracking number, you know, small. That would help us. But then the thing is, once you already know, okay, listen, I'm going to get this job and I'm going to be making $200,000 a month. The way you act and how you're supposed to, because there's certain things that you're supposed to learn before you get to that point. But the thing is, if you already know, listen, in 3 months' time, I'm going to be getting $200,000 a month.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're supposed to do, that's going to help you prepare for that. You're going to discard it and you're going to disregard it. And then now all of a sudden, you've lost your way.
Yeah.
In a way, you're pushing yourself further away from the dream and the goal.
I think this is a very interesting conversation. Please engage us in the comment section and let us know, what do you do while you're waiting for the promise? Maybe we can learn a thing or 1,000 from you. We'll be right back with our top stories after the break.
to another exciting episode of Pirango Talk. We bring jou legends
die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis heel moontlik kan byt.
You're still watching Smell the Coffee. Now, if you missed my disclaimer in the beginning, this is an entertainment show. We don't talk about serious stuff here. We talk about, you know, bizarre news and celebrity news and things that are just entertaining to give us a break from all the stress of the world. So starting us off, Drake opens up about his views on marriage and why he probably won't marry someone famous. Drake is iffy on the whole concept of marriage. On the one hand, excuse me, he thinks it's an ancient way of thinking, but on the other hand, he just may ultimately take the plunge, but that doesn't mean he doesn't still have his worries. Speaking to Bobby Althoff on her Real Good podcast, the Hotline Bling rapper was asked about marriage. Fans will recall he famously had a necklace made for him that included 42 stones and a staggering 351.38 carats in diamonds to represent all the times he thought about proposing but never did. I don't know, it seems like a thing of like ancient times or something. I think I will eventually, said Drake before offering why he also doesn't think he's marriage material. I don't think I can offer somebody what they'd be looking for, just consistency. I think my life, my work is my priority. Drake, who conducted the interview with Bobby from the comfort of his bed while sipping on champagne, also said he doesn't want to get married because he doesn't want to disappoint the person he may end up with. And if he ever does decide to go down the aisle, Drake says it won't be with a celebrity. I probably will not end up marrying someone famous, he said. Famous people really aren't that like anything. They're not that intriguing.
Oh, they are not giving, basically.
Drake said famous people are not giving.
But I can agree with him when he says that he doesn't really think he can like commit to someone and give that person consistency, and like his work is his priority for me also.
Like you said in his song, I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. Like that's it.
Like I can understand, like, you know, there are people that are career driven, and I think I'm one of those people. I don't think of marriage, I don't have children. Hell, I think about getting a job
before even anything
or making
else.
More money each and every day.
Yeah.
Because my career is my priority.
Your career is your baby.
It's my
You're
baby.
married
It's
to your
my
career.
husband. It is my everything.
Yeah.
So I do agree with Drake. I think that some of us are maybe just cut out to be career material, not marriage material.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
I don't like this thing of, oh, you're a woman, you need to aspire to marriage and you need to aspire to
You know what
having a
they
family.
say, and
No.
I think is a really toxic statement. I even heard it on radio the other day, that it is every woman's dream to be married. Why are y'all speaking for women?
All of the women
All
in the
women.
world.
Who
No.
said so? There was it was a conversation on radio, and they were saying, I don't know, and it was a woman who was saying she does not know of any woman who does not want to get married.
Oh, I know a few.
Women must
I know
just
a lot.
say, apparently, those that don't want to get married must just say that no one is interested in them. That was the conversation.
Whoa, that
So
is controversial. Because speaking from experience, and by experience I mean being your friend, I've seen who you are as a person. Your goals and your career matter before anything else. And that's okay. It's not like you don't have suitors available. So that's why I don't agree with that statement. How many
also
boys
don't
have we
agree.
seen trying for you? But you're like,
I also
listen.
don't agree with it. That's why I was like, I was puzzled the whole time listening to the radio show. And it's men and women who are calling in who also share the same sentiments. I was just like, oh, so this is like a real thing.
No.
But I think we need to understand that there are genuinely people out there who don't want to, get, married. They
Marriage
don't
is
want
not
to
the
have
end goal for
children.
them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
the
that's
thing
fine.
And that's fine. But I've realized, I guess, with the way we grew up in our cultures, it's like marriage is the ultimate achievement. It's the goal. Like you're like, yeah, sure, you're making $1 million a year, but where's your husband?
Yes.
Where are your kids? And that's not okay. Let's not pressurize people into conforming to society's standards. What I want for myself is not necessarily what Aina wants. And what you want is not what I necessarily want.
True.
Like for you, your career is first. For me, my family is first. But that doesn't mean you love like your family less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because you have your family, I mean, you have your parents, your sisters, your siblings, all of that. But your career being first doesn't mean you love them any less.
Yeah, true.
But that's just not your priority right now. And also the thing is, if you do decide to get married, because it's not like you're actively seeking a partner or a spouse. Right now, you're just focusing on your career, focusing on yourself. If it happens, it happens. It's not saying, listen, I will never get married. I will never fall in love. It's just a thing of right now, this is what I want to do first. If love finds me along the way, then so be it.
It's not a thing of you being desperate
Yes.
for it. Yeah,
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah.
Now moving over to our next story, x.com now redirects to twitter.com following a tweet from the Twitter owner Elon Musk today. And an Extreme X logo will replace the Twitter bird logo later on today. I see Musk already has the X logo on. Leading up to the change, Musk spent a lot of time tweeting about it. At 12 midnight, he started tweeting and did so for hours about the Twitter rebrand to X. One letter name he used repeatedly in the company and product names forever. It started with a tweet saying, soon we shall bid adios to the Twitter brand, and gradually all the birds, followed by a second tweet adding that if a good enough X logo is posted tonight, we will make it go live worldwide tomorrow. So that is the old Twitter, new Twitter. But like,
I think you heard that sigh that I just made.
why are you
from the deepest,
rebranding,
like,
girl?
I mean, you're changing so much. That's not even Twitter anymore. I mean, already when he
Exactly.
acquired Twitter as we knew it changed. Now you're changing the color scheme, the logo, everything. And you wonder why people are flooding to Threads? Really? Surprise?
Is it trying now to be Threads, because now Threads is most black and white. Now Twitter is now X, which is black.
But why X? Where is it coming from? SpaceX? Like what?
Why are you taking away the bed? Like, my problem with rebranding is that we've been so used. Maybe I don't like change, and perhaps you can call me out for that. Like, if I am used to being Aina, now I'm known as Aina, and then I rebrand to Ndilimeke.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm Ndilimeke. It's like we are used to you being
Aina. Yeah.
Aina. So even when you rebrand to Ndilimeke, you would forever be Aina, but maybe just to Ndilimeke with the people that you meet after rebranding, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rebranding is such a
is,
weird concept.
With rebrand, okay, not even just rebranding. We've seen logos of certain things change over the years. For example, the Google logo, that's changed. And maybe also I'm not a fan of change, but some of these logos that, you know, they make bigger and better don't necessarily look better.
You know what, the rebranding that I agree with when in terms of logo, let's say the F&B one, it changed, but it didn't change.
You can still recognize that,
see that this is F&B, maybe with a little bit of sauce and icing, but it's still the same thing. Now this one, you come from a bird to an X.
It's blue and white, and it's a bird, and you just get to an X that's black and white.
Maybe you could have made the wings of the bird up. It will still have that Twitter feel to it. Yeah. But now this is like something completely new. I don't know. We'll
Being
see.
a graphic designer, I agree with what you're saying. Like, keep elements from the old logo.
Yes.
So that people can still recognize, consumers can still recognize, okay, this is still Twitter. But in this case, it's on opposite ends of the spectrum, basically. So if I download Twitter and I see this big X, I'm going to be like, listen, I downloaded a cheap version of Twitter. Like, I downloaded a knockoff version of Twitter because that's not what we know Twitter as.
Lest the name also changes.
You know? Now it's like, Elon,
Nah,
I
it's
need you to
giving
go
too
home.
much.
Like, just go surround yourself with nature. Be one with nature. Reconnect. Because you're doing too much. Sir.
Regroup.
Breathe. Okay, now, Netflix is sued for $128 million by a family who claimed their $3.4 million Hollywood house was used in trailer for buying Beverly Hills without their knowledge and putting them in danger. A family is suing Netflix for $128 million, claiming an image likely taken by a drone of their isolated home that appeared in an ad for the series Buying Beverly Hills and has caused harassment and left them worried about their safety. Aharon Dino, 60, his partner Fernando Cortez, and their twin boys are plaintiffs in the Los Angeles Superior Court suit that alleges their Hollywood home has been a target for sightseers and real estate agents since the trailer aired in September. This week, Netflix asked Judge Barbara Shepard to dismiss the lawsuit, maintaining that their entire complaint should be tossed both in its merits and as a violation of the company's right to free speech. The suit alleges intrusion upon seclusion, violation of the state's false advertising and privacy laws, and both intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress. A hearing on Netflix's dismissal motions is scheduled for July 13th.
No, Netflix, you must run this family money.
You're making way more than that anyway.
Yeah, like, why you... Okay, I think in their defense, if the image was captured by a drone, that's public airspace.
True.
That's public airspace, so...
True. Okay, I see what you're saying. But I also see what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because in a way, since it's Buying Beverly Hills, now people are thinking that this house is up for listed and it's up for sale.
We must go sightsee.
Yeah. And you have these two kids that are young, they're very vulnerable. So I agree with what the family is saying, but at the same time, it's also kind of like, I don't know, man. It's not like they specifically went to the house and said, look at this house.
Yeah, they didn't come to the entrance
and say,
they didn't display their house. And also in that area, I'm assuming there are other houses. So it's
because it's Beverly Hills, so it's just a rich neighborhood, nice fancy houses. And like you're saying, because it's drone footage, the drone probably just flew over that house and not specifically said, okay, in this show, we are going to be talking about this house.
This particular house. Yeah. But I guess, I don't know, I hope the family wins just because it's Netflix and they have money.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think they have a case.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a case. Now we move over to an interesting story. Somebody that might have a case against her fan, Doja Cat.
Okay.
Doja Cat is calling out some of her supporters for seemingly coining an unofficial nickname for her loyal fan base without her consent. If you call yourself Kitten or Kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house. One fan quickly, I love the way you said oof. One fan quickly questioned the rapper's outlandish remark, tweeting in response, "What? We are only using the nickname you gave your fans." Now, Doja Cat's top fan pages are deactivating their accounts after she criticized her supporters for calling themselves kittens.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So she's saying, I never gave y'all that name.
No, basically she did give the kittens these kitten names, and then now it got so popular, and now she's saying, why are you guys calling yourself kittens? Get a job and help your mom with a job or with a house. Or maybe the fans think she gave them this name. Maybe she did not. Hence, she's angry about it. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, I've seen many celebrities, like musicians, for example, BTS, they literally have a whole song where they tell their fans, listen, you need to go study. You can't be watching all our content, listening to all our music. There's more to life than us.
Yeah.
They literally have a whole song dedicated to that. Like, listen, you've spent how many hours watching our content, listening to our music. You're not even studying or working. Your boss is even angry because you're not doing your work. So I understand what Doja's saying. That, okay, listen, go do something. Don't just be waiting on everything that I do and being such a dedicated fan. We're grown, guys. Come on.
We are grown. And on that note, we will be right back after the short commercial break.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Wat mishandel is, wat inkom of katte, maar baie ook van die munisipale dorp waar die mense wegtrek en die diere net agterlaat en so. So ja, ons versorg hulle dan en ons kyk maar of ons dan nuwe eienaars vir hulle kry. Hulle word reggemaak, hulle word gespuit en dan kyk ons of ons nuwe eienaars kry.
Hoeveel diere het julle tans?
Op die oomblik 45 honde en 37 katte. 2 perde en 2 muile.
Is dit 'n algemene verskynsel in gebabes dat mense net trek en hulle diere agterlos?
Die laaste tyd baie. Ja.
En is daar baie belangstelling om hierdie diere aan te neem?
Party dae of party maande vat dit lank, maar dan skielik is daar dat hulle weer gaan.
Okay.
Ja.
En hoe kry julle dit reg dat al die diere gesteriliseer kan word?
Haverhart help ons baie en dan ook ons betaal ook.
Doen julle aannemings vir die diere buite gebabes as mense dalk van elders wil kom?
Wat ons wel dan wil hê, ons wil regtig sien die erf hoe dit lyk en ja, dat ons weet hy gaan na 'n goeie huis.
Wat is die hele proses as ons 'n dier wil aanneem?
Julle kry aansoekvorms, dit moet ingevul word. Dit kan digitaal gedoen word of met die hand. En dan word dit teruggestuur met die foto's as dit nou buitekant is en dan word nou besluit, ja, jy is alright of jy mag nie.
En wat is die kostes vir aanneming?
Honde is 950 en katte 700.
Ontvang julle enige donasies van die publiek af en wat is nodig?
Van die publiek, van die mense is baie oulik, hulle help ons nogal baie. Met kos, party gee geld en ja, kos. Altyd kos.
Ek het nou net 'n ooi verby ons geloop en jy het gesê sy voorsien melk. Hoekom het julle besluit om dit op so 'n manier te doen?
Hulle is myne en hulle was nou hier so gewees en dit is vir ons baie goedkoper om te gaan koop.
Hoe lank bestaan die Animal Rescue?
Ons het in 2017 einde begin, maar ons het hierso met die hokke begin 2018, toe het ons eerste honde ingekom.
Hoekom was dit vir jou so belangrik om hierdie inisiatief te begin?
Ja, dis 'n snaakse vraag, omdat diere vir my belangrik is.
Nee.
Ja.
Annelies, baie dankie vir jou tyd en dankie dat jy vir ons kom wys het hoe dit hier so lyk en baie sterkte met 45 honde en nog meer katte.
Ja, maar ek dink al die welsynsorganisasies lyk dieselfde. Hulle lyk almal dieselfde. Almal sukkel dieselfde.
Ja, maar baie dankie vir die werk wat jy doen, want dit is belangrik dat iemand na die diere kyk.
Nee, maar ek is nie alleen, ons is nog lede, maar
okay.
Ek is nou hier so tussen hulle hier so.
Baie dankie. O, wat is
Well, lovelies, that brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Thank you so much for spending your 30 minutes with us, Diana Master and Aina Raisa Queo. And until tomorrow, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.